bought a whole new roll of paper towels. Yeah.
Yun naman si May.
Oh,
Tapos sila maglaro. Magdabit kami ng
okay.
rapaw. Saka ng Christmas light.
Okay po.
Tapos yung damit, siguro nyo na. Ang baho, ano?
No, Debbie, no, Debbie.
Nakakatipid na ng bayan. Mahal ng tubig natin. Dalatin na. Ayun, benta.
So we need our fly swatter. I hear a fly buzzing.
Papasok ba langaw?
Um,
Ang problema niya. Pagka pumasok ang langay.
Oo nga, meron nga.
What's that?
I need fly swatter, baby, because there's a
Sabi
fly
ko na
buzzing.
pumasok eh.
Ayun na. Saan na yun?
Eh, mahuhuli mo talaga may pagka tinitigan mo lang. Napin mo yung pampatay ng langaw. Ano yan? Ay, sa mga kapatid mo ikaw mamasko, wag sa akin.
Start na.
Ah, baby boy! Mag-shopping na ikaw, ha? Ah, naka-live na ba? Layo-layo naman. Naka-live si daddy.
Ito na. Ito.
What you looking, baby ko?
Trying to.
You're already live. Somebody's watching you now.
That's me.
Wala.
Hello guys! How are you? So we are here at our place in Mahabang Kahil Lesindan, and Mr. Day is going to eat alone today because I will lead.
She's gonna make like a tree.
Oh, May!
Ha.
Langaw.
A tree and leaf.
What a tree and leaf?
Oh, she's gonna leaf.
I'm gonna leave.
So,
Tingnan lang ano yan.
Aalis si mama, anak. Baby love. Oh, jojo.
Wala nga, magpakita ka.
Sabi ko, ang kapatid mo tawagan mo, mamasko ka sa kanila.
Maybe
Pamaskuhin
that'll
mo si
work.
Jello.
yeah.
Wala, hindi ko na makita yung langaw.
Bakit nagagalit yan? Kulang ba bigay ni
Alis
Mami
ba
Love?
sila? Alis sila?
Kulang bigay ni Mami Love. Kulang ang bigay ni Mami Love.
Parang nag-ibang ko ni Jello ah.
Nagiging kamukha nga ni Kuya eh. Oh. Oh, sus! Atsuplado ikaw. Atsuplado ikaw. Atsuplado ikaw. Atsuplado yan. Atsuplado yan.
Wala, hindi ko na makita yung langaw.
Gotta get my gloves.
Sakit na ng pasun ko.
You need the gloves?
Yes, I need my gloves and I gotta take a pee.
So, hello guys. How are you? Mr. Day need the gloves here. He's gonna eat 6 eggs and a kilo bagnet and a half a kilo, 1.5 kilo of vegetables. So, his vegetable has just only have a cream, all-purpose cream, and what's this? Cream cheese. So, guys, watch him. I'm gonna going out because I have an invitation. I didn't bring him out. So, because today it's raining and the weather is not really good. So you will eat with him alone because I'm leaving now soon. Mwah. Bye for now, guys. So I'll let Mr. Day take over with you all, guys.
Thanks, babe. Alright.
Anak, mami, anak. Atali si mama.
Oh, that's another grandbaby.
Bye. Love you.
I hear squealing. And there's
What's
some,
this, money?
it's for your gift and a little transpo.
Oh.
So, yeah, Jen's going out to a couple of birthday parties or something, Christmas parties. And so that's good. I was kind of surprised the other day because,
It's like a birthday surprise.
no,
What surprise?
I was surprised by Nikocado Avocado
Oh, yeah.
because blam, there's that kid, you know,
There's
he's
a panda come out.
a panda.
Yeah, just a panda
What is,
talking.
oh,
A
right.
talking panda.
Yeah, if you watch Nikocado Avocado, I've been following him now for a few years.
Bye for now, guys.
I like
Love
wa-
you all.
I like watching the YouTubers, and Nikocado Avocado is kind of a.
Oh, you have some comment here from Saumia. Hi, Saumia.
I can't read my comments here.
Why not?
I don't know why.
Hindi pa.
I need to buy some more mustard next time around. Oh, okay, good.
Mustard?
Go. Okay, yeah. Like
Maybe
that.
by Monday we will do grocery.
Hi.
From Saumia.
Yeah. So we'll go do a little grocery shopping on Monday.
Last shopping day for the Christmas.
It's going to be crazy because guys. I don't know, but in the Philippines here, in the United States, Philippines, you do not want to go out shopping just before Christmas. It's crazy.
Ewan ko. Tingin mo magra-rubber shoes ako. Meron na.
I was thinking about that, the Christmas thing, and the culture in the United States is buy, and if you don't, there's a lot of pressure on people to, especially the parents, to get all these Christmas presents for the kids. It's not like that here in the Philippines. In the Philippines, I don't know. Everybody goes out caroling and they get a few coins and things like that. You give these little red envelopes to the kids when they come around. And it's only like 20 pesos. Or 50 pesos if you're a little wealthier. And the kids you guys don't really open presents and stuff on Christmas, do you?
We do.
Oh, I guess they do. Just not so much. Not like in the United States.
Because I don't have a present. Why could I open? If somebody gave me a present, I will open.
It's just not a big pressure deal. In the United States, there's so much pressure.
If there's a gift to be opened, why not?
Yeah, but I mean, just saying, in the United States, it's a different deal. It's a lot of pressure.
Okay, bye guys. Bye, baby.
Bye-bye. And kind of, the kids that, the kids or the gift presents, and it's kind of like if you love somebody, you give them a present, but it's like sometimes it just gets out of hand, and there's just way too much pressure. So yeah, And the Nikocado avocado, he surprised me because I'm looking at this kid. You know, he's like 26, 27 years old. And he was morbidly obese. In 2016, he started doing the mukbang thing. You know, that's just eating on camera. And typically they eat too much. And he did. And he went up to, he says 411 pounds. I could see he was getting morbidly obese. Well, he's fairly tall. You know, 5'11", 6 foot, something like that. Pork belly. Bagnette. I like it with a little bit of mustard. Mm. Steak is still my favorite. Good New York cut, tomahawk steak, T-bone, ribeye. I love it. But this is, it's delicious. I love pork chops too, and the ribs. I'm a big fan of ribs, burnt ends. I love it. I'm a meat eater. No, you're not a bad person if you eat meat. Speaking of bad people, I saw there was this expat in the Philippines. He died the other day, which that again was a shock. His name, I think, was Mark Langston or something like that. And my take on him was it was not so good. He seemed to be kind of an ornery guy. I guess he was very tall, like 6'7" or something. Older expat. Didn't seem like a friendly guy. I guess his interview, you know, when he'd interview people, it was like, well, it went okay, but he seemed kind of serioso, very serious. But the thing about this guy, you know, I've watched his YouTubes here for 3-4 years. The thing about this guy is he ended up beating up this guy down in Dumaguete. And this was earlier this year. I can't remember the name of the guy, but he owned a dive shop. And the guy who owns the dive shop, he's kind of a chubby guy, you know, kind of wimpy and chubby. And this guy, Mark Langston, I looked at him. He was a big guy. And apparently he got upset and beat up this dive shop guy. That's bad. Me, I classify, you know, there's 4 basic emotions. You got bad, mad, sad, and glad. I'm always glad. I used to be sad. For 55 years of my life, I was pretty sad. Because I was following the path, you know, and the path led to nowhere. And then I realized that, hey, I woke up and started getting on the right path. But this Mark guy, he never did. He had a sad life. And he ended up going mad. And I think that's what caused his problem. I don't know he was a bad person, but beating somebody up, that's a bad thing. And this is what people who are mad do. Mad is, think of mad like the Mad Hatter. It's like they do harm to themselves and then they do harm to other people. And it's usually unintentional. And that's why I classify Mark as kind of mad. A very dysregulated individual. Well, I think unbeknownst to a lot of people, he had a heart condition. And he died a couple days ago. I think he had a very successful YouTube channel. He had like, I think, 85,000 followers, which is pretty good. You know, I feel sad for his wife, and apparently he's got a little boy. So that's just freaking sad. I know when people are their minds are dysregulated, they end up creating their own problems. Now, he did. You can't just beat somebody up. It's not right. I don't care whether you're mad or bad, so it's not the right thing to do. This the problem with the world is, I would say most of the people in the world, they're sad. They're not happy like me. I know a lot of the expats come here to the Philippines, you know, to stretch their dollar, and because the dollar goes quite a bit farther here than in the U.S. And to hopefully find a good caregiver or a good Filipino woman. And I think everybody's looking for happiness. And I find that very few expats that come over here are really finding happiness. Because you got to get happy before you do anything. It begins by loving yourself first and taking care of this human body and this human brain. Eating healthy is where I teach everybody to begin. I say, hey, let's start with the food you're putting in your mouth, because if your gut biome's out of order and you're eating too much sugar, your brain health is going to be really bad. You're going to have an emotionally dysregulated mind. And that's kind of what Buddhism is all about. The first step in enlightenment is recognizing that you're not your thoughts, you're not your core beliefs, you're not your emotions, but you have them. And if you don't learn to get that in order and get it in check, you're not going to be a happy camper. There's kind of a spiritual guru out there, Eckhart Tolle. I read his book many years ago. He's on the Oprah show all the time. And he really teaches people how to calm their mind. Disengage those separate the emotions from the thoughts, because you're not your thoughts. And the emotions can be processed and within a couple of minutes. If your emotions are not tied to a thought, the emotions are the vibration. The thoughts are the movement in your head. You don't feel them. You can't feel a movement in your head. You can't feel a thought. But if it's tagged to an emotion, you're going to create an emotional thought, so to speak. It's kind of like when people think of emotions, they think of thoughts, but they're different. Emotion is when you have like a core belief and you create a thought and you tag that to energy and motion. And this energy and motion, it vibrates that limbic part of your brain. Usually the left side of the brain, the amygdala, anger, fight or flight response, the sympathetic nervous system. So you stimulate that part of your brain and it's unpleasant. So Eckhart told many years ago, he found that, he was suicidal. And he came to the realization that, hey, these are just thoughts, emotions. And so he learned to disengage those thoughts through meditation. And if you guys haven't done that yet, do it. It's really the first step to an enlightened mind. Enlightenment occurs in the top brain, not in that limbic area. People like me and Jen and our family, because we're constantly transforming, when we go out and our friends see us, they can't believe what they're looking at. It's kind of like looking at Nikocado Avocado and going, wow, you guys are growing, you're improving, you're getting better, you're good looking. It's like, yeah, well, transformation is a process that takes time. And you guys just haven't seen us doing all that hard work. Because the work we do, I intermittent fast. I eat 1 meal a day, 2 meals a day. I do alternate day fasting. I've done it all my life, but for the past 18 years, I am disciplined to intermittent fasting. I don't eat sugar. Use vegetables, sometimes some sabah. That's my sweets. Meat is my candy. I don't eat pizza. I haven't had pizza for almost 19 years now. I don't drink beer. I don't dysregulate my mind. This morning I went for a 4-kilometer walk. Jen and I went to the Philippines Sports Performance Gym. We worked out for a couple hours. We stopped and had some lemon tea. My life is good. Jack LaLanne said, if you gotta exercise and it's hard, exercise first thing in the morning. Make your cake. Just do a couple hours exercise. The rest of the day is icing on the cake. He's right. He was right. There's a lot of people who are negative on Jack, and they would say, oh, well, look, he was drinking and Yeah, I think he occasionally drank, and he wasn't perfect, and he died, and it's like, yeah, but he lived to be 96. My mom's going to turn 96 on Christmas. But Jack was fit and healthy at 96. My mother, as long as I've known her, which is pretty much my whole life, she was never fit and healthy. She was often depressed. I classified her as a not really borderline personality, but a manic depressive. Because she'd be strung up for a couple of weeks, then she'd be depressed for weeks and months. Now, I've got 13 aunts and uncles and a buttload of cousins and a lot of friends, teacher friends as well, because my mom was a teacher, my father was a businessman, so we were connected. And my parents did very well. And whenever we would complain, people would tell us, you guys don't know how good you've got it. You're so lucky to have both parents and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, when you are raised by a person who's manic depressive, you have no fucking clue. Of course, I appreciate my mother, but don't like to be around her. Of course, now she has Alzheimer's. Before I left the United States, for the last couple of years before I left, now I haven't seen her for 8 years, but more than. When I was in the United States, I would visit her all the time. When she got to be about 85, 84, 85, her mind started going. She just started getting the Alzheimer's. Couldn't remember. It's funny because she used to like to watch TV all the time. She did a lot of reading too. But she'd watch TV and she'd watch a show like, I think they got the CSI show. She really liked those CSI shows. She'd watch an episode, and right at the beginning of the episode, she'd go, "Oh, I like this CSI." And then after the show was over, we'd replay the same show, and she'd go, "Oh, I like this CSI," like she'd never seen it before. We'd watch the whole episode again. She became really kind of sweet. She wasn't depressed. So yeah, that every guy has a story. Mark, he had an interesting YouTube channel. I used to like to watch his interviews. But, I quit watching him because it was like, man, this guy is troubled. His mind is dysregulated. He ended up having a heart attack, I guess, and I guess he had heart problems, which I didn't know. But I was shocked to see that he was dead. Because I thought he was healthy. So if you're ever wondering if you're emotionally dysregulated, well, are you having anxiety or depression? Because if you are, you're emotionally dysregulated. And when you're emotionally dysregulated, your thinking brain doesn't work. I mean, your true thinking brain, the top brain, the problem solving brain, the one that thinks reasonably and rationally, the critical thinking brain, it just can't work. It can't work. And that's part of the brain that processes information. And if you can't get that top brain working, you're running around like you're completely self-absorbed. And you can tell people when they're self-absorbed because they've got that 1,000-yard stare. The old 1,000-yard stare. And there's so many people in the world. You just pay attention to them. You can see them. Their brain goes into Never Never Land. You know they're having self-absorbed thinking. So this is really good, guys. I'm more of a talker when I'm on the YouTube here. When I'm one-on-one with people, I do a lot more listening. After I'm done here, I'll read some of your comments. I just love this bagnat. Wow. So in the future, I'm going to be teaching you how to disengage to quiet your thinking, because you cannot control your thoughts. Your thoughts have been programmed into you and they just come bubbling out. And so people are thinking, well, this is a soul or something like that. No, it's just thoughts that were programmed into your head. And things trigger those, and the neural pathways start exciting, and then thoughts come bubbling out. I'm just saying, hey, you want to start rational thinking and recognize that with rational thinking, you can overcome that emotionally dysregulated brain. You think rationally, and what you try to do is you try to get into transcendent thoughts. Transcendent thoughts are ones that make you happy. They're states of arousal, curiosity, creativity, and you can create these mind states. But first, you got to get the emotional brain, the emotional brain, just got to get it under control through meditation. So Eckhart Tolle takes the first step to enlightenment, which is recognizing the egoic thinking, which is emotionally dysregulated thinking, and quieting the mind. But he doesn't take it in the next step, which is the shift in consciousness. And that's what I help people do. I help them to shift into the higher functioning brain. And the way you do it is by psyching yourself up to those transcendent emotions. Love, joy, happiness, curiosity, arousal. The transcendent mind operates in a gamma wave frequency, which is focused parts of the brain, and is focused on the tasks. I'm going to tell you this till hell freezes over. You have basic tasks. You have to eat healthy. You don't have a choice. I don't care what you eat so long as it's healthy. I would say if you're eating sugar, you're not eating healthy. If you're eating trans fats, you're not eating healthy. If you're eating too much of any one thing, you're not eating healthy. If you don't intermittent fast, you're going to have trouble. So, and people who eat too much sugar, you can't eat intermittent fast. It won't work. So, eating healthy, number one. Number two, exercise. Just walk. It's the only exercise you ever need. Hopefully you can walk to the end of your life. If you lose the ability to walk, you're kind of screwed. If you lose the ability to think rationally, you're kind of screwed. So you got to eat healthy, you got to exercise, you got to read. You got to read. You don't have a choice. If you want to be pretty smart and put a lot of information in your head, you got to read. You got to write. Another way to put information in your head. It's got to get into the subconscious mind. Look at children. They're just little machines that are sucking up information. Just be like a little kid. Be a seeker of the truth. Try to understand. Get into flow states. Transformation takes time. Transcendence, pretty fast when you learn how to do it. Transcend the mundane. You're not floating or anything like that. It might feel like you're floating because you're going to be happy. You're going to have joy. You're going to have love in your life. You can do that all on your own. You don't need it. Those are your thoughts. And you can create those transcendent emotions. Just think about those things that make you happy. You know, the map is not the territory. Inside your brain, you can create any world you want. Mm. Mix a little mustard and the cream cheese there. Not that it needs any extra fat, because this is good and fatty. It takes about a week to break the sugar habit. You can do it. I did it. It's going to be miserable for at least a week. I lost half my body weight. I weigh about 155 pounds, 155, 160 pounds. Depends on how much I work out and how much I eat. I can tell you guys, this is an amazing diet. And you don't get fat eating fat. But if you eat carbohydrates, you're going to have trouble intermittent fasting. So almost going to be impossible because the body's going to crave. And if you eat fats and meats, you're going to have a really good gut biome. And then when you add a little bit of vegetables to that, it creates a really good, prebiotic, the fibers in here, the probiotics, and I think it's called, they say postbiotics, I don't know. When your gut starts working, the brain starts working. Reading, writing, listening to understand. Watching these YouTube videos are helpful. Learning from people, listening to them, creating good communication skills. This is your responsibility. Your genetics have not determined your character. You might be an asshole and say, well, I'm Irish. No, you were trained incorrectly. Jeanette had trauma in her life. She's really come a long ways. It's a constant ongoing battle because she's got to create those new neural pathways, but she did it. And she had a really tough childhood. All the Filipinos do. I hear a lot of these Americans complaining, especially the MAGA Republicans. It's like they're complaining even after Trump won the election. It's like, this is because of the programming in their mind. They're just programmed to complain. What goes up must come down. What goes in comes out. You want to start behaving better? Start programming better information into your head. You can't do it if you can't quiet that emotionally dysregulated brain. Because the only way to do it is to get into higher brain functions. In order to make that shift in consciousness, you're going to have to get happy first. Create your own transcendent emotions. I mean, emotions like gratitude. Gratitude journal. This is a great way to get your writing down too. Make a New Year's resolution. You can do anything you want to do. Happiness takes work. Love takes work. Enlightenment takes work. You know what to say? I think it's an old Zen Buddhist saying. Before enlightenment, carry water, chop wood. After enlightenment, carry water, chop wood. One of the best things I got from my mom and dad was discipline. My dad was huge on getting people to take responsibility. This is your life, take responsibility. It's your body, take responsibility for it. It's your brain. Better read. Better learn to communicate. It's your brain. Nobody else can do it for you. Bagnat is so good. She gave me a kilo of Bagnat. I'm only going to eat a half a kilo. It's more than a pound of meat. My belly is like, oh my God. Tomorrow's a fasting day, guys. I do an ADF, an alternate day fast twice a week. So I go 45, 46, 48 hours without any food. I have no problem with that because, right? All the fat that I eat, fat, just meaty, fatty, crunchy, juicy, savory, umami, masara, delicious. I love life. And you guys can too. Is it going to take some work? You bet it is. It's worth it. You're worth it. I don't believe in you. I trust that you will do it because I know you guys don't want to have a shitty life. And if you don't take care of your health, your life's going to deteriorate. You're not going to be transforming like me and Jen. I've got a 40-year-old son not 40. Brian is 37 years old and just had his first baby. He started listening to me about a year ago. Before that, none of my children in the United States, my daughter and my two sons, ever listened to me, including my ex-wife. It's like, oh, you're giving us unsolicited advice. We don't want to listen to you. You're full of shit, Dad. It's like, now it's like they're taking notice of me and they're just going, God damn, Dad is improving every day of his life. What's he doing? And I'm telling you, I'm taking care of my body. I'm eating healthy. I'm exercising. I don't have a choice. If I want to have a good life, I have to do this for the rest of my life. That's life. That's the journey. So if I want to be smart, I've got to read. I've got to write. I love writing. I love making out my journal. You can make all kinds of journals. You can make a future journal. You can make a journal of how you're feeling. You can make a gratitude journal. Gratitude journal is the best. Make a gratitude journal. When you make a gratitude journal, you're going to create transcendent emotions. When you create a future journal, wow, just imagine the future you're going to have when your body starts to transform. And it will. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. If your body isn't transforming into the body that you want, you're going to have body dysmorphia. I see all these, like Oprah Winfrey. I know she's got body dysmorphia. She's taking that drug Ozempic. Why? Because she's worried about what other people think of her. It's like, fuck. Stop worrying about that shit. Take care of your body and become a model, a pillar of health. And when you do that, people are just going to be going, wow, look at you, because that's what they do. Mm. Yes, I'm English. I am American. I'm from America. Balawe, hello. Halik, hello. Jumong, hello. Thank you guys all for watching. I'm going to close this video off now. I want to be putting up some really interesting videos coming up in the future. They're going to be scripted videos that that are going to help you to get off your ass and on your feet and start joining me so that together we can save the world. Because Jen and I, we're hell-bent on saving this planet. We're hell-bent on helping you become a better person. First, we got to save the people. So if you're at peace of mind, the world will be at peace for you. If you're not at peace, the world will never be at peace for you. So we're going to be helping you do this. We're going to be helping you transform. We're going to be helping you with those transcendent emotions. We're going to be helping you build your strength, get better health so that you don't have to worry all the time about going to the doctor or having diabetes or worried about having a stroke. We're going to help you with that. We're going to help anybody who's have a drug habit. I can help you break those drug habits. It's easy for me to do. As a registered pharmacist for over 30 years and working in and around the healthcare profession for 45 years. So I'm a master at this shit. I'm a master of discipline. I can teach you discipline if you're willing to pay attention and follow directions. Anybody on my team has to pay attention and follow directions. They might not like me as a coach, but I really know what the fuck I'm doing. So guys, I want to thank all of you for watching. Please like and subscribe. That's going to really help out Jen. This is her channel. I know you guys love Jen. So help her out, help her children out. The girls are going to be finishing up their first semester of their college work here in January, and they'll be going on to the next semester. Jen is in her, Larry Jean, the youngest, is in her second year of sports science, and Sheila May is IT, and she's in her third year. So that's nice to have children who are educated. And we're going to be doing some Tagalog lessons. We're going to be doing some fun things, and Jen likes to do games and stuff. We're going to be this is kind of an entertainment channel, but it's also a value channel. We're here to help people do that conscious mind shift, because I believe that's the way that we progress in this life. We shift our consciousness. And it's my goal and Jen's goal to help every child on this planet get a good education. And what that means is we want education and training in the areas of nutritional health, mental health, some basic academic studies, the maths, the languages, communication skills, definitely exercise. So at the foundation of our foundation is strong morals, good moral standards, objective moral standards, and ethical principles. And so that's what we teach first right off the bat. That's what my parents did with me. You know, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, don't take it if it isn't yours, don't say it if it's not true, and don't do it if it isn't right. You adhere to a code like that, and you're going to be way better off than any 10 Commandments nonsense. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Again, please hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. That like button was going to send us out to the world so that people can see what we're doing. And who knows, maybe we'll hit up a millionaire one of these days or a billionaire, and they'll help us to build our foundation. And again, our foundation is going to be to save the world. And what it's going to be is a self-sufficient foundation. We'll initially start off with donations, but what we're going to do is we're going to purchase land, and then we're going to make a teaching system to teach the children, and we're going to generate our income through teaching our people YouTubing, and to make this channel go crazy. And every penny of that money is going to be donated right back into the foundation. Jen and I will take nothing from the foundation. Every penny that's donated. But I don't want you guys to donate money. What I want you to do is spend your time watching our videos and pay attention. That's how you help us. You pay attention and you spend your time watching our videos and learning, and then sharing these with other people. So hit that bell notification, like and subscribe, and thank you all so much. Merry Christmas. Namaste.